ICAO said if you want to fly at vertical separation of 1000 feet above 29,000 feet, you have to install these 5 instruments and equipments in your aircraft. What are the equipments? Not one altimeter, 2 altimeter should require, 2 altimeter. 2 primary altimeter is required. Then one altitude keeping device. I'll explain what is altitude keeping device. I'll tell you. And another altitude alerting device should be there in the aircraft. These two things, altitude keeping device and altitude alerting device, is a function of DFCS, Digital Flight Control System. This is a function of DFCS. We'll go into that. Then it says, point, one transponder, operating transponder should be there, minimum mode C or higher. Then one TCAS should be there. If you have all these 5 instrument and equipment installed in your aircraft, now you can fly at a reduced vertical separation of 1000 feet above 29,000 feet. And the question is, as an operator, you have to maintain these 5 instruments serviceable in your aircraft. And maintaining the vertical separation of 1000 feet, it is not your responsibility. It is ATC responsibility. So ATC will allow you fly at vertical separation of 1000 feet above 29,000. So understood from where this reduced word has came. If we conclude here, reduced word has came earlier, as per the ICAO, the vertical separation between above 29,000 was 2,000 feet only. But later on, they found that they are unable to utilize the full airspace. So they have given some requirement. 2 primary altimeter, altitude alert device, altitude hold device, TCAS, mode C transponder. If you install all of them, you can fly at reduced vertical separation, reduced of 1000 feet. Is that clear, guys? Any doubt till now? 100% clear, Monica, Aditi? So guys, that means if you have these 5 instruments installed in your aircraft, you are a ABL RVSM aircraft, or you can say RVSM approved aircraft. You are a RVSM approved. If any one of this instrument is failing on board, let's say 2 primary altimeter is required. If one is fail, you are no more a RVSM approved aircraft. You become an unable RVSM aircraft. Unable RVSM aircraft. So now if you have one instrument fail, you have to come down to non-RVSM level. For example, you are flying at, let's say you are flying at 37,000 feet. What happened? Your one altimeter is failed. You have to immediately descend to below 29,000 feet. You have to descend below 29,000 feet. Is that clear, guys? Okay. Now, what is the advantage of this RVSM concept? You can accommodate more number of aircraft at a particular volume of airspace. Is it clear, guys? Okay, now we'll proceed to some situation here. Here it is. This picture is willing to communicate with you guys. Aircraft call sign, I fly 119er, 6C119er. It is flying on a route Whiskey 20 at flight level 370 and flying towards Hyderabad. Then after overflying Hyderabad, this is proceeding via Golf 450 to Bhubaneswar. Right? This is the aircraft, Victor, I fly 119er, flying using route Whiskey 20, then overflying Hyderabad, then via Golf 450 proceeding to Bhubaneswar, maintaining flight level 370. This all information is given, and Hyderabad is having all 4 controllers: ground, tower, approach and control. These all informations are given. That's normal flight, normal day, normal flight, no issues there. Let's consider this aircraft is flying at 30,000 feet. At a sudden, his one altimeter is failed. One altimeter is failed. So as we know that for RVSM flight, 2 primary altimeter is required, but here one is failed. Then what happened here? What is the operation significance or operation effect on this aircraft? I fly 119er.
The flight level should be.
That means your aircraft has correct. That means the aircraft which is flying at 37,000 feet has become now unable RVSM aircraft, non-RVSM aircraft. So he has to go down below 29,000 feet, below 29,000 feet. So this is the situation which has arisen here. It is a non-normal situation, right, Mohit? Got my point?
Yes,
so whenever you are involved in a non-normal situation, remember that you will have a special phraseology always. That phraseology will come after second W. Here the phraseology is unable RVSM. What is the phraseology?
Unable RVSM.
Okay, so let's consider this is a non-normal situation. So what will be the sequence? We'll start from the first W, then second W, then special phraseology, then your position, then your intention, right? Now to whom you should call flying at 37,000 feet? Aditi, whom you should call? Whom you should call, Aditi? Mohit.
Hyderabad control.
Correct. So you have called Hyderabad control. Then your call sign. What is your call sign? Second W.
CT119er.
I fly 119er. 2 things you have said. Then phraseology. What is the special phraseology?
Unable RVSM.
Unable RVSM. Due to equipment. Correct. Yeah, due to altimeter. Then third W. Position. What is the position? See, position information is given. Altitude is given. Route is given. Distance is not given. But as you can see, this Idola is at a distance of 76 nautical mile from Hyderabad. So we'll give a hypothetical distance. For example, we'll consider position DME 50, right? We'll consider DME 50. Inbound Hyderabad, Whiskey 20, flight level 370, time, hypothetical time we have taken 1200, right? 1200. Then this is a position you have given. Position, then intention, 4th W. What is the intention here, Mubasmil?
Request to come down below 29,000 feet.
So request descent flight level 270. What altitude you want to proceed, you have to mention the altitude, not request come down. ऐसा नहीं. आपको कहाँ जाना है? Based on your heading, your easterly heading, you have to choose an odd flight level. So after 29,000 feet, there is a 28,000 feet. 28,000 is an even. You cannot choose it. So 27 you have to choose. That's why request descent flight level 270. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.